Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my videos do not resonate with you, please do not try to make them fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing. So let's begin healing together. Tonight, I'm doing a Taurus reading. Welcome back. I'm waiting for a few more viewers to join in because I don't like being repetitive if I don't have to. But we're going to knock out the Taurus reading. And I know, Taurus, you're like, it's about time. And you're right, it is about time. So we're going to check in for the sign of Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. I hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a Taurus reading. If the reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is for a female, I will say so. However, if I say nothing at all, understand that we all have masculine and feminine energies. True story. We all have masculine and feminine energies. True story. And you know where you fit in those energies. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a Taurus reading. I'm going to place the camera down on the desk. You know, a lot of people have said to me that they never see my face. And I always show my face. True story. In the beginning, when I first started my platforms, I didn't show my face at all. And then as time progressed, I learned how to work the camera a little better and to angle it a little better. So sometimes I would do a reading showing my full face, and then people complained about that. They would say that they couldn't see the cards. And then once again, everything is a complaint. And guess what I've learned? You can't make everybody happy. Although you may try to, but it's not your purpose to do so. You have to make you happy, and you have to do whatever your soul is telling you to do. I show my face. I even had this one woman, right, who said, "Why are you hiding? You must be ashamed of yourself," right? And ashamed of what? Ashamed of what? I show my face, always show my face. I even have pictures of myself on my platform, but I do put the camera on the desk. I do put the camera on the desk, and if you catch me, you catch me, and if you don't, you don't. But I'm not even going to tell you what I really said to the lady, because I wasn't as gentle as I'm being right now. You know, I wasn't as gentle with her. Sometimes people hide behind the camera, and that's when they get their greatest courage, right? When it's behind a camera, when it's behind a computer, that's when a lot of people become their greatest bullies in the world. But when you would see a person In real life, you would never do that. And if you understood the world of what I do here, you would be careful to do that as well, because you don't know what kind of mood I'm in today. I may feel like being a little petty, and then I may not. True story. It's a true story, but I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. We are doing a Taurus reading, and Taurus, is time to check in. So excuse me, I try to place the camera on the desk so everybody can watch me cut the cards, watch me shuffle the cards so that you can get a direct view, so that you'll know that I'm not hand picking the cards. Whatever comes out, that's what it's going to be. I've cleansed my space already before I turned on the camera. Sometimes I will cleanse my space in front of you. Sometimes I cleanse my space in private. That's for me and the spirit guides so that I can connect with my spiritual team privately. And I never do any of these readings without calling in my spiritual team for help. I'm a vessel. That's it. I take no credit for what I do. I am a vessel. So whatever messages I receive, that's what I'm going to deliver. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you for sharing the live, Dr. M. Thank you for sharing the live. You know, Taurus, I know you guys feel like you've been a little neglected, and you have been for the most part. But, you know, I could do better. I could do better. Taurus people are reliable. Let me tell you that. They're devoted to who they're devoted to. A person may say to a Taurus, why are you devoted to that person? Why do you care when that person, you know that they're no good? Taurus people are devoted to who they are devoted to. And they are reliable. If they tell you that they will be there at 5 o'clock on the dot, they're going to be there at 4:59. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. True story. And they're very tenacious people as well. You know, Taurus seasons begins April the 20th through May the 20th. And I know sometimes people may get a little upset. They're like, nah, it goes to the 21st. It stops on the 19th of May. Listen, do you know that they changed dates on us? Did you know there used to be 13 months, right? Do you know in other countries it's not even 2026? So you know you better than I know you. True story. And I always tell people to get their natal charts. It's so important for each person to have their natal chart. I am a big proponent of it. Your symbol is the bull, nothing to be played with. The bull, full steam ahead. Let me tell you, they are an earth element. Their modality is fixed, and they're represented by the planet Venus. They also represent the second house. The body parts that are Taurus, and I've said this a million times, you need to watch out for your neck area, your shoulders, and your throat. One thing about Taurus, you never have to tell them to lift their head up and never to bow down, because their head is always up to the sky. When Taurus looks at you, you may look at a Taurus and say, this person has a lot of airs about them. And they do. And they do. And they do. Nobody on this planet can make a Taurus bow down, right? Their throat area, most Tauruses, they have a beautiful voice, just as well as a beautiful singing voice. Thank you, Dawn. Taurus, they love the color pink, most of them. They love the color white, most of them. And green, they are earth elements, right? But how else can I give Taurus that formal introduction? I know a lot of people like when I give signs an introduction. When I don't, then people get upset. When I do, people say that I'm taking too long, right? Listen, like I said, I can't please everybody. But the best thing that I can do is please me, how I deliver the message for you. You know, Taurus sun, let's speak about the Taurus sun. Their life purpose is to enjoy the pleasures that life has to offer. from indulging in good food and wearing soft clothes to feeling the sunlight on their skin. That's listen, that's the Taurus sun. They love to feel the sunlight on their skin. You know, let me just tell you that the Taurus moon, do y'all really want to get into the Taurus moon? You know, they can endure any difficulty. Any situation that you put a Taurus moon in, best believe they are going to charge their way through any type of difficulty. You cannot hold them down. You can't pin them down. And you can try to put them in a sticky situation, but they're always going to come out on top. And you better hope and wish that they don't catch up to you, right? But they must have a stable and reliable comfort zone to feel emotionally secure. So their house has to be comfortable. They don't want all that bickering, that arguing, that screaming in their home, because their home is the one place where they have to feel secure. Outside world, man, they don't care about feeling secure. They are ready for whatever, whenever, however you want to bring it. But when it comes to home, they do not feel like that. They have to live like that. So if their house doesn't feel secure, danger for you. The Taurus rising, let me tell you, you can spot a Taurus ascendant by the way that they dress, plain and simple. They have a classic, timeless aesthetic. Let me just say that they cultivate throughout the years. You know, recently, I was looking at a house, right? And when I was looking at a house, I could see that a man owned this house. So I would call his house the classic man's house, right? And let me tell you, I was in love with that house. Let me tell you, but somebody snatched it up. But it was beautiful to look at because I'm like, whomever this man is, he's timeless. So the Taurus rising, they're timeless. When it comes to whatever they throw on, Leo, move over because they take center stage with you. Leo, they're known for dressing flashy, but the Taurus rising, let me tell you, can stand in front of any sign. True story. They can stand in front of any sign because they're classic. They understand that there's no such thing as a style going out of style. And whatever they put on, best believe their head is all the way up here, is to the sky. So regardless if you think that they look good or not, they know that they do. They know that they do. They do look good. Taurus, I'm going to do you the same way as I did everyone else. The first reading that I'm going to give you is your new beginning. So that's going to be a 5-card spread. So we're going to start off with your new beginnings. What's going on for you? I'm starting off with my spiritual news deck. You know, sometimes I start off with this deck, sometimes I don't. But this is one of my favorite decks. Listen, when I wear it out, I'm going to order another, right? When I wear it out, I'm going to order another. If I get quiet, excuse me. I promise you, I'm just trying to focus on the cards. And anytime I do a reading, you know that I always ring this bell for guidance to help me in advance. Oh, Taurus, let me tell you. The bell, it went straight. All good for a long time. Then the bell took a turn to the left. That means you're going to stumble a little bit and fall backwards. You're going to revert to an old habit, or you're going to revert to an old habit, whether it be to talking to someone that you haven't spoken to or doing something that you haven't done that wasn't good for you. Either situation, it wasn't good, but you're going to just a little bit, turn back a little bit. You're going to go down memory lane. Then you make a right. And when you make that right hand turn, you're like, I'm going to go this way. I'm not following anybody. I'm going to do what I want to do. Then you're going to straighten up. And then you're going to go back straight. And you're like, listen, I'm not making a U-turn. I'm not making a right-hand turn. I'm going straight. And so it's straightforward. So we have a little situation going on both sides, but it's how you depict it is what it's going to be. I'm just letting you know in advance. But this is your new beginning when you follow that path straight. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. This is your new beginnings. This is going to be a 5-card spread. Spirit guides, show me. Thank you so much. We have this just in, Taurus. This just in. Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say in this. So Spirit wants you to be patient. Don't try to rush it. Don't keep talking about it. Whatever this situation is, it's already been delivered to where it needs to go and it's being brought to you. Don't think that you can't have it. Don't think that you're not deserving. Don't think that it's not going to be delivered to you, because it is. Sometimes when things happen a little slowly, it's because Spirit wants to see if you can handle things being delivered slowly. They're trying to see if you have patience, because whatever this situation is, when you receive it, it's still going to take a lot more patience and for you not to give up. So let me give you the best example. If this is about a relationship, right? And if you're a single Taurus, if this is about a relationship, this is just an example. Spirit is saying, I want you to be patient. I'm sending that person to you. And then as soon as that person comes to you, you may be like, I don't like the way they chew. I don't like the way they sound when they laugh. Do you know some people will walk away from a person just because they have those little quirks about them? But Spirit is saying, I need you to be patient with this person, because you can learn to like the way that they laugh, and you can even learn to love the way that they laugh. You can deal with the way they chew, or you can say to them, hey, have you ever tried to chew like this? Spirit is saying, be patient with the person coming in, because when the person comes in, this person may not have everything that you desire to have within a person, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to work because I'm delivering this to you. That's just an example, but this just in, Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say in this. Divine timing has the last say. At the bottom of the deck, in other news, Taurus, in other news, you will soon be blessed with financial abundance, plain and simple. You will be blessed with financial abundance, and that's beautiful. Spirit is always honored to give to us the things that we work for, pray for, and have faith in receiving. So get ready for your financial blessing. So if someone felt like they were struggling, Spirit is saying, everything is going to be okay. You will have more than enough to do all the things that you need to do. You're going to have financial abundance. That's an overflow. So if there was someone here and you came to the reading about money, it's yours. It's yours. Now let us get to this reading. I hope everyone is doing well. You know, I didn't even decide on which deck I was going to use tonight, but I'm going to use the Beauty Tarot deck. The Beauty Tarot deck. A New Beginnings 5-card spread. New Beginnings 5-card spreads. anytime that I go live, I do not like doing reversals at all, because a reversal is something that has happened, will happen, and things can turn around. I don't want anyone to look at a reversal and think that, oh my goodness, that's my situation. One thing that I'm going to say is, being that is more than one person here that's in the reading, I don't ever want anybody to feel discombobulated about a reading. So I don't like to do reversals. Every once in a while, if I get a reversal and Spirit says, take it, I will. And I have to deliver the message the way that it is, plain and simple. No holds barred, straight up. I have to say exactly what it is. But I don't like doing reversals. I really don't. Not unless I'm doing a one-to-one reading and then I'll deliver that to that person. But other than that, I don't like to do it here. But whatever comes up, that's what it's going to be. Spirit guys, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guys, 5-card spread. 5-card spread, please. Listen, we already know that Taurus money, it will not be looking funny anymore. They're going to have more than enough, abundance. We're going to take the ones that touch the desk first. I have to put the rest back in. This is a 5-card spread. If I would have took those as bonuses, we would be here all night. The very first card that we have is the moon card, right? And the moon is being represented by the number 18. That's card number 1. So this is what you need to focus on, Taurus. Listen, focus on. We know that the moon represents illusions. A lot of people decipher illusions as something that is in hardship, and it's not. Anytime that we meditate, we have to be created. We have to be created. We have to be creative. And there has to be an illusion of what is to come, what you desire to have for yourself. That's called the power of the subconscious mind. Once again, as the Bible said, so as a man thinketh, so he is. On the spiritual side of it, the subconscious mind, whatever you think about, you can bring it to you. You can bring it about. So this is your intuition. Anytime that you meditate, you should be open to be able to feel, to be able to see, to be able to hear, taste. The moon card, a lot of people say deception. There's deception within a situation, but you can deceive yourself when you think that when it's time for you to meditate, that your life is so busy before you come into your meditation that you can't clear your mind. And that's far from the truth, because you can clear your mind. A lot of people, when they start to meditate, they get a lot of anxiety. I can't. I don't have that kind of time. And then you represent yourself by the fear of, what if I see something? And that's what you're doing it for. You're doing it to be able to see within the mind's eye. There's a lot of confusion about the moon. I personally love the moon. I personally pray to the moon. And I say that, and I've said it here 1,000 times. Since I was a child, I have always prayed to the moon, because that's what my family does. There are people that pray to God, they pray to Allah, they pray to Buddha or whomever else, right? I pray to the moon. A lot of people think that when it's nighttime, many things can happen, but in the daytime, under the sun, are when things will be exposed, because you are supposed to be able to see within the sunshine, but you can see at night as well. That's why we call it the power of the subconscious mind. What you think about, you can bring about. So under the covering of the moon, under the night sky, you can still see. There are no illusions. There are no reason for you to be delusional, and there's no reason for you to fear. You can see. The moon lights up the night sky. There's something hidden, Taurus, that will be revealed. It's going to be revealed in front of your face. But if you want the information, sit with yourself and you will see. You will see when you close your eyes, the first thing is darkness. But then it lights up even when your eyes are closed. Right now, you see there's nothing but light right here. And if I turned off my light, I'm going to see darkness, but I am going to see some beams of light, because I just came from under the covering of light, a light source. The moon is a light source, and the moon will guide you, and it will show you so that you can remove the deception, so you can remove the fear and the confusion of what this is. There's something that's going to be brought to life. It's going to be shown to you, and it can also be shown to you in a dream state. True story. I had a dream. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you how things work in the spiritual world. I had a dream the other day. My husband had a dream the other day. A relative of ours had a dream, and then my daughter had a dream, and we all had the same damn dream. True story. So, each and every one of our dreams were connected. And then my daughter this morning, she said, "Can I show you something?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I have it on camera." I said, "Show me." And so when she showed it to me, I was like, my goodness. I was like, this is the person that was in my dreams. She said, "This is the person that's on my walls." And I said, okay. So that's where the bitch went. Then I hurried up and I said to her, "Hey, send it. And then my husband received it, and he was like, whoa. He was like, this is the same person that I saw in my dreams as well. What I'm saying to you is things will be revealed no matter if the situation is good or whether the situation is bad. Somebody has to be able to break the code. Hi, how are you? How are you? And my apologies, not all the time am I looking at the camera, so I may not see everyone's message. And then I have my daughter in the background, I have my husband, and then I have Dawn on live. So I have a few people backing me up. If I miss your message, I promise you it's not on purpose. But there's something that's going to be revealed to you. It is. And it may be a little rocky. It may be a little bit uncomfortable. But you can handle it, Taurus, because you're the bull. True story. You got this, whatever this is. The number 2 card is the Queen of Wands. And this is what you need to let go of. Listen, let me just say this. The Queen of Wands is a beautiful woman, male or female. You could be a beautiful man, a handsome man, right? But the Queen of Wands, Taurus, is very popular and vibrant. They're confident. This is the bull, right? Let me just tell you. And they are powerful. You can't knock a bull down and think that they're not going to get back up charging forward. You can't keep one down. The bull is sexy, very sexy, male or female. They're strong and they love to take charge. The Queen of Wands, what you need to let go of is worrying about what another person thinks about you, how they see you, because when you look in the mirror, what you see is everything that I just described. You know who you are, so we're not going to worry about any of those people over there, what they're saying, these naysayers, right? These are insecure people, because these people see how popular you are. They see how vibrant you are, that when you walk in the room that you light it up. They see how confident you are, even though every day you may not feel like that, but all they see is your confidence. You're never going to let anybody know what kind of day you're having. You're powerful. And that right. Sexy, strong, very assertive, very creative as well. So with that being said, let me just say this to you. The hell with them. People hate that people adore you. People dislike the attention you get, and you just can't help it. Let me just tell you, you can't help it. This is just who you are. The number 3 card is, this is what you need to embrace. And this is the 7 of Pentacles. Remember this card, the bottom of the deck, and we spoke about that money. We spoke about that abundance. In other news, just in case you forgot, let me show it to you again. In other news, you will soon be blessed with financial abundance. Spirit is always honored to give to us the things that we work for, pray for, and have faith in receiving. So get ready for your financial blessing. We have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles, plain and simple, is when you receive this money, that you make an investment back into yourself, so that you can grow this money. You know how sometimes when a person gets money, they don't do anything with it. Let me tell you, Taurus, you may let so-and-so borrow. I'm just saying, you know how you are. You may be trying to help so-and-so because that's your cousin, that's your niece, your nephew, your sister, your brother, always trying to help. But Spirit is saying, hey, you need to turn that money around. Remember that left-hand turn? You got to turn it around. You got to do 360 and be like, wait a minute, I need to invest in myself for growth. I need this money to grow. So this is you taking stock in yourself instead of, can I get a 20? And you like, yes. Can I get a 50? You like, yes. At home, you like, I hope those bitches pay me back. But you're always prepared for them not to be able to pay you back. But Spirit is saying, wait a minute. When I give you this money, I want you to make it work for you. I want you to grow this money. I want you to take stock in yourself because you put in the hard work. And your hard work is paying off, because that's why I'm bringing to you this 7 of Pentacles. This is harvest time. This is your efforts that are going to be leading you to success, financial success, prosperity. Guess what the 7 of Pentacles are? It's patience. Spirit wants you to be patient. Listen, we can't play here. We started off with you being patient, and then we came back with you getting that money. So the money is coming in. Ain't nothing funny over here. And we have the 7 of Pentacles right here in your face. This is you being patient. So just in case, let me remind you one more time. This just in, right? This just in. This is that patience card, right? Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say. Listen, be patient. That money is coming. And when it comes, I would be quiet about it. It's nobody's business. When this money comes, it's nobody's business, right? Because what you're going to do, you're going to go through that money quickly. I got to help my niece. I got to help my nephew. I got to help my sister, my brother, my cousin, my parents for some of you. Spirit is saying, we need to grow this money. So I need you to invest back into self. So we have the 7 of Pentacles. This is that number 7. And the number 7 represents fullness in life. This money is financial success. This is abundance. And that does bring fullness in life because many have not. Many have not again. Many people go through ups and downs and fluctuations within their finances. But Spirit says, I want you to be stable. That's why you need to be patient before you start helping anybody. Invest in self. So the number 7 represents perfection. 7 is also a number of intuition, your spirituality and mysticism, spiritual enlightenment, your inner wisdom, your inner strength. After all, you are the Taurus. You are represented by the bull. And there's someone here, and I said it before, and the number 7 represents psychic abilities. There's a Taurus here that does have some psychic abilities, and they still not using them. They still not trying to tap in. I'm just saying, I'm just a messenger, but they still not tapping in. And it's time for you to get the work. So when you see the number 7, your guardian angels are letting you know that you are on the right path. Let me just tell you, and you will overcome any obstacle. Remember, I told you at the beginning of the reading, the Taurus, listen, they may stumble, but they'll never fall down. You cannot keep a Taurus down. Let me tell you, your angels are happy with you though. They're happy with the choices that you've been making for yourself. So continue on your present path and you're going to be rewarded with this financial success. That number 7, if you don't believe me, look it up. It does mean psychic abilities, but I know for a fact that somebody is not doing anything about them. True story. True story. We have the number 4 card, and this is a positive experience that's coming your way. The number 4 card, guess what? This is what's positive. This is the star. This is the number 17. This is the star, Taurus. Listen, hope. Hope. In order for you to have this success, you have to have hope. There's no other way. There's a situation that you're also healing from. There's a situation that you have healed from. And Spirit wants you to continue to be inspired. But there's a Taurus here who's inspired by his or herself. The changes that they have been making within. No longer worried about what Janet said, Mark, Sue, Bobby, Peter, whoever. Because this is all about your self-confidence. You're up here. Listen, you're up here. So Spirit is letting you know we see you. We see you and you're very creative. The 17, the star is very beautiful. You're beautiful. And the number 17 is all about that money again. It's that money, it's that money, it's that money. And then when somebody taps into their spirituality on a grand scale, regardless if you're religious, Spirit is saying you're going to tap dance with both. You're going to tap dance with religion. You're going to tap dance with spirituality. And this is going to bring a lot of fame over here on your side. So Spirit wants you to embrace this. However this goes for you, embrace it. The number 17 is the star. So if you are someone who is single, you have been looking in all the wrong places for love and happiness, and you need to work on your inner love and your tranquility to find what you're looking for. If you are single, Taurus, listen, you're looking in all the wrong places for love. Never look for happiness within another individual. Because, honey, if you don't love self, that person is not going to love you either. They're going to love you as much as you love you. True story. When you love self, you're not going to let anybody disrespect you, manipulate you, and turn you upside down. You're going to be that Taurus and be able to stand on all fours. You know what I'm saying? I'm true story. And if you are looking for love within another person, and if you have been doing that, you're going to be disappointed in that person and in yourself every single time that you go through a breakup, a breakup, a breakup, a breakup. And it feels like, to my single Taurus, you keep dating the same kind of person over and over again because that's the way that you feel about you. So if you are looking for happiness with a substance, you will be disappointed in that as well. A substance as far as drugs, alcohol, or whatever, or whoever it is, you will never feel complete. That missing part of the puzzle is inside of you, not in another person. So love every part of you, even the parts that make you feel like these are my flaws. You have to embrace your flaws. Embrace your flaws. True story. Listen, I know I need to lose weight. Let me tell you. But just because I know I need to lose weight, and it's not for anybody, it's for me. I know the jeans that I want to put back on, okay? I know there's 2 pair of jeans that I really love. I do love them. I do love these jeans because I like the way they make me look. I promise you that. And this big girl, I still love me. I still love my thickness. I do. I love my thickness. I love how I look, whether I'm this size or a little smaller. I love every part of me. However, with that being said, there's some adjustments that I need to make for myself, because it's these jeans that I do want to put on. They in my closet, and I promise you, when I put one leg in, them bitches only go to my knee. I don't know if the people lying to me that made them, I don't know, but I know both my legs got to go in, and I got to be able to pull them up. Then there's other jeans that I'm like, yeah, and I'll say to my husband, if he's standing up or sitting on the bed, I'll turn around and I'll be like, can you help me? And then I'll jump into him and I'll be like, ooh, I got him on. And he'll be like, your ass look flat. And I'm like, bitch. So he's like, yeah, you're not supposed to wear tight jeans like that. It's supposed to pop. And I'm like, you're right. Let me go get my leggings. Let me take these jeans off. So I want them jeans. 2 pair that I really need to put back on, right? I really need to put back on because y'all little girls be talking so much shit and you just don't know. For real, true story. But no, I do. I need to get these jeans back on for me. But if you're looking for love, it's in the wrong places. It has to be that self-love. You need to embrace self-love. Self-love is not as tedious as you think. What's tedious, my single Taurus people, is the kind of people that you keep embracing. That's tedious. That's a lot of work, and it's very tiring, right? Because you keep embracing the wrong man or the wrong woman, and it's tiring. And that bull can get tired sometimes as well. But embrace the flaws that you have. I do embrace everything about me, because if I didn't, I wouldn't go outside, and I'd be outside. I go outside and I still love me head up just like y'all Tauruses. But love every wrinkle, every bump, every scar, every fat roll, love all of you, embrace you. But the number 17, when you start seeing this number, and some of you have already started seeing it like you are right now, that number 17, listen, just know that your spiritual team, they're working for you. They're working with you, and they're helping you to work on yourself. Let me just tell you that. And your life is beginning right here, right now. Anytime that you see this number 17, the universe is saying, I see you. I need you to see you. And we have to work on you seeing everything about you as being beautiful, because Taurus people are beautiful. Male or female, you are beautiful on the inside just as well as the outside. Very nurturing, always ready to step in to lend somebody a helping hand, loyal, dedicated, devoted. But the number 17, let's get back to that. This is personal fulfillment on a spiritual level. The number 17 suggests that you must look for happiness within yourself rather than something else or someone else. So you likely might not be feeling great at this moment, but you can't really put your finger on what's going on with you, what's wrong with you. But that dark cloud that seems to be following you will be disappearing when you start seeing this number 17. Wherever you are right now, we're going to remove that dark cloud. Whoever is carrying it, we're removing it. Please look at this number 17. Every time you see the number 1 and 7, know that that dark cloud doesn't get to keep following you. It doesn't keep to get draining you and depleting you. The number 5 card is a potential challenge that you may have. And this is the King of Wands, male or female. This could be a person in your life, your significant other. This could be a relative, any member of the family, a close friend. But this person, whomever this person is, this is a potential challenge that may be happening, right? Someone that you look at them as a boss type. So you may not be getting along with your boss at work or someone bossy within a family because Taurus, you are independent. However, a person that you may be with may feel like, listen, I'm the boss. I'm running this relationship. And you're like, fuck that. I got this. I could do me. I could take care of me. Listen, you're magnetic. Whatever you desire to have, it comes to you. Being magnetic is like having the Midas touch. You know, anything you touch turns to gold. So if there's a Taurus here and you had a dark cloud looming over you, it's about to disappear. And we already started it by you looking at this number 17. The King of Wands is an advisor. You may be seeking advice or counseling from someone. However, this person, whomever you may be having conflict with, this person is a leader. They are a leader, but the problem is this person doesn't know that I have my own brain up here. I may get advice from you, but it doesn't mean that I need to take it because I am my own person. So every once in a while, you may need to put this person in his or her place to let them know, bitch, I'm a Taurus. I am a Taurus, plain and simple. That's it. This person, that's the potential challenge within a situation with someone is that even though this person is a leader, they are a leader, they are bold. This is a boss. They need to know that you're a boss too. This is an earth sign. This is Taurus. Listen, Taurus people can't be played with. I'm here to tell you. At the bottom of the deck, Taurus, we have the number 9 of swords, right? This is the number 9. This is one of my favorite numbers. We're going to dive deeper into this reading, but most of you who have been following me, you know, every once in a while, I will yell out my favorite numbers. And I do that for a reason because every once in a while, I will do a giveaway to someone. But the number 9 here is the 9 of swords, suffering. With someone trying to control, somebody trying to boss, they don't really understand that you're suffering, right? And there's a lot of worry within a certain situation. So this Taurus has had a lack of sleep, not sleeping properly because of this person not understanding who you are on a grand scale. They may be like, I know you. And they don't know you like you know you. And there's a Taurus here who's at a breaking point. Let me tell you. And when that smoke starts coming out of their nose and that steam starts coming and they're quiet, right? But that nose, and then they start kicking that foot, They're about to charge. Let me tell you, they are about to charge. So you better be careful, whomever is trying to boss this Taurus around. Taurus is like, listen, I'll let you get that. I let you tell me what to do. I let you think that you were on top, that you are the born leader, that you are the visionary. But I am too. I am those things as well. I am a born leader. I am a visionary. I'm bold. I'm beautiful. I'm magnetic. I advise people. People listen to me. They want to hear my opinion. And just because we're together doesn't mean that I can't handle my handle, because I'm independent as well. But the number 9, and all of you who've seen me before, and if you're new, I'm going to say the same thing. The number 9, let me just tell you, I'm not a Bible thumper, true story. However, I have read the Bible many times. And according to the Bible, there are 9 fruits of the Spirit, which are specific attributes: love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Listen, there's a Taurus saying, I've been controlling myself within this situation of you trying to tell me what to do, how I should be. I'm a leader just as well. So that self-control, you've mastered it. You've been learning how to master it. And this is said to be the result of the influence of the Holy Spirit. Also in Christianity, it is said that Jesus died at the 9th hour. You can find that in Matthew 27:46. In Hinduism, the number 9 is the number of Brahma, the creator of Ramadan, a time of fasting, which many of us go on that fast with Muslims. I'm not a Muslim, but when it's time to fast, every once in a while, we'll jump on, because you're giving your body a spiritual purge, right? You get to go through your spiritual reflections. But let me just say that, and that's for Muslims. But the 9th month of the Islamic calendar as well, the number 9 shows up in our lives in a variety of ways. Pregnancy, 9 months for a woman to carry a baby. There are 9 innings in a baseball game. It's a beautiful thing to see how this number 9 is represented to so many people, right? In a variety of ways. But you are a leader. You are a natural born leader. Your person is a natural born leader as well. Let me just tell you, they are a natural born leader as well. So now we're going to do my 9-card spread. And I told you, Taurus, I'm not going to leave y'all high and dry. I know I've been given the signs 2 readings in 1, and I'm delivering that to you tonight as well. I'm going to deliver that to you. Oops. Listen, I'm always saying that I'm going to clean off my desk, and I never do, right? Well, yes, I do. I'll be trying. I try to move things around, right? I'm just meditating through these cards, Taurus, for you. We're going to do a 9-card spread for the sign of Taurus, male or female. Understand that we all have masculine just as well as feminine energies, so be mindful. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. You know, Taurus, when I just took my hand off the cards, Spirit said, put your hand back on. And I put my hand right back on. That means you are in control. You got this. You are in control. That money is coming in. You are in control. You have to start investing back into yourself. True story. This money, it's not like Taurus not to allow someone to borrow or not to help. But Spirit is saying, be quiet about this money. Be quiet. Because you have to invest in yourself. This is growth. This is the 7 of Pentacles that you're receiving, right? So Spirit wants you to allow this money to grow and work for you. Spirit guys, what message do we have for Taurus at this time? Oh my goodness. Taurus, what we have is the first card that's coming out is the court card. Anytime that the court card comes out in a reading, there may be some legalities that you need to handle, right? Or there may be some legalities coming up. So let's just say when it comes to this money, because this reading is all about these finances that are coming in for someone, right? And growing this money, building on this money with this money, right? There may be somebody who feels like that they're owed a portion of this money. So this is going to be something that the two of you need to talk about. There's a cooperation when it comes to this money. You may need an attorney when you receive this money to see how you're going to handle dividing this money. There may be a mediator that can help you so you don't even have to spend all that money on an attorney. See, we're not trying to throw the money out the door. We want the money to grow. But even when you receive this money, there may be some documents that you need to go over. So make sure you check these documents. So let's just say if you played the lottery, right? And you won this money in the lottery. However, guess what? Somebody may try to jump in and be like, well, some of those numbers are my numbers. So they may feel like, well, I'm due a portion of that money because you know those are my favorite numbers. I'm just saying this is an example. But when it comes to this money, there's someone who feels like they are deserving of a portion of it. And Taurus, I don't see any arguments here because you like, listen, this ain't no biggie. I'm a giver anyway, but I'm going to give you what I want to give you. You know, you're not going to let anybody force you or bully you into a situation, but you're not even trying to argue about it, right? You're not, because you know what you're going to do with your portion. Even if you divide it with someone, you're going to grow. You're going to build within this particular situation. So it's not a biggie to you to share the wealth. It's not. But there may be a situation that comes up. And this is a court card. Excuse me. This is the number 23. This is a court card. So focus on that, but you are fair. To be honest with you, you are a fair person. It's not a big deal. Listen, you're like, we don't even have to do all that. I'll break you off something. But the number 23 has been called the master number. It is the master number, and for a good reason. It has a very powerful number that can represent both positive and negative aspects of our lives. You know, let me just say this. On the positive side of the number 23, it can symbolize hope. Once again, the first deck of cards that we use, we had a card in here who symbolized hope. That was that number 17. But it also represents faith and new beginnings. You remember the spread that I just did for you? The very first spread was a new beginning 5-card spread. But the number 23, it's a reminder that no matter how bad things may seem when it comes to this court card, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. On the negative side of the number 23, it can represent fears and insecurities just as well as doubts. It can be a sign that you are not living your best life and you need to make some changes within that dynamic. Either way, the number 23 is definitely worth paying attention to. Listen, some people believe that it is a sacred number with mystic properties. Other people believe that it is a lucky number that can bring, guess what? Good fortune. So that money is all over the place. The thing is, once somebody finds out about this money, they're definitely going to say, you owe me. And Taurus is the type of person that I don't owe you shit, but I will give you. I don't have a problem with giving. See, this person doesn't understand you're a boss too. Let me tell you. Listen, shame on them. The number one, this is the number one. This represents the main male. So Taurus, this, if I would have lined up the cards in the way that I should have, right? But I didn't want to, but I will do it for you. I'm going to put them in the right way for you so that you can have a better understanding of the card that are here. So let's just say when I put the cards like this, right? This represents you. This represents another individual. This represents the universe. This represents your spiritual team right in the middle. This represents the other individual, right? So we have a main male that's here in this situation, right? Male or female, let me just tell you, this could be a woman with masculine energy. This could be a male that stands in his masculinity, but this is a fine gentleman, right? Male or female. This could be a handsome woman as well, but this person is a person of quality, right? And if this is about you, Taurus, you are a female that's the main character within this reading. However, you are the main character in your person's life, male or female, right? But you are the main subject. So the main subject is Taurus. Taurus, your person is well-dressed. You are well-dressed. Your person is confident. You are confident. Your person is direct. You are direct. Once again, I have to say this. When this money comes in, this person is so direct, they're going to be like, I want half, you owe me that. Even though I'm going to tell you what I see, Taurus, you were going to give them half anyway. You didn't mind sharing. But the thing is, the problem comes into play when you feel slighted, you feel disrespected by this person saying that you owe me. You owe me. To save yourself from that situation, listen, I ain't telling you what to do, but I did say earlier, it ain't nobody business when you receive this money. If you don't want to go through the drama, you could just cut them their check. You're going to be fair anyway. That's who you are, and that's the problem. This person knows that you are fair, and you don't like how they're coming towards you when it comes to this money that's coming in. So once again, even in this deck is showing that this is a whole nother deck that money is coming in. I've used 3 decks, and all 3 decks say the same thing, that this money is coming in. But this card, the number 1, is all about beginnings, newness, and change. And this money is going to bring a great change within your life. The number 1 encourages you to be assertive and to take the initiative in your life. So if this has to do with love as well, this is a fantastic sign for someone, for those looking for love, that special connection, that deep kind of love. Angel number 1 means true love is on its way to you. If you're in a relationship, that means that you are in a relationship with a person that you adore and they adore you. And this is true love. It's intense and it's long lasting. It's long lasting. And if you've just started dating someone, it will be long lasting. Let me just say that. But when it comes to this money, everybody act funny. You were going to give this person half anyway. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. We have the number 18, which is child. The number 18, which is child. Oh my goodness, guys. Check this out. These are both the number 18. One represents the moon. One represents a child, right? Listen, children are happy. Most of them, when somebody doesn't come into their lives and hurt them, right? Children are happy. They can grow up happy without having any problems in their life. But if they're born into toxic situations, that can actually change the course of their lives. True story. Watch your children. Watch your children. Watch your children. Let me tell you, watch your children. You know, with me being a psychic, with me being a medium, my focus is more on the children. True story. My focus is to protect the children as much as I can. True story. That's my goal. That's what I've done. That's what I do. True story. I had a situation with this female, and as soon as I saw her child, I'm like, this kid is being abused. And I said, either it's by you or by your person. But I promise you, I didn't want to say it's the mother, because everything in me told me it was the mom and the boyfriend, but everything in me didn't want it to be the mom. I didn't want it to be, although I could see that it was both. Because anytime a woman allows somebody to torture her child and she not do nothing, she's just as guilty. But I try to make it right. I try to say, you're a person. And she got real quiet. She got really quiet. My focus are children. The state where I live in, a few years ago, it was a child that got out of a hotel room. And when the child got out of the hotel room, the child was murked, hit by a car. And I kept saying to my husband and daughter, I got to go to this crime scene. I got to go. And I went and I said, this was not the way it happened. This is not the way it happened. Right? It's torture, but I do it. I do it. It's torture, but I do it. I'm for the children. I'm for the children. I'm for the children. But there's a Taurus here. What I love about your energy, you want to be happy. But the kind of happy that makes you smile for no reason. You just want to be happy. See, your person is charming, and that person brings out the innocence within you, that childlike energy that we all want to feel when it comes to relationships, that kind of love that brings butterflies to your stomach or goosebumps on your body or allows the hairs on the back of the neck to stand up. But there's a Taurus here that this person does make you feel like this, because it's the simple things. It's the simple things. You know, in the tarot deck, the Rider-Waite deck, the deck that I was using before this one, which is the energy of the moon card that we had that came out, right? Which is the number 18. It also represents insecurities. Let me just tell you. And also things that are hidden being revealed to you. As I said to you earlier, something is going to be revealed to you. Spirit wants you to work on your self-esteem and look for the real causes behind your actions within certain situations. So there could be a Taurus here who's upset with his or her partner for his or her actions that you consider to be flirtatious. But ask yourself if what they were doing really was so bad. Or are your feelings stemming from your own insecurities about trust? However, you could be mad at a colleague, a co-worker at your job who didn't do something to help you in a certain situation. But are you upset that they did nothing, or that they didn't do the thing that you really should have been doing yourself? So change your perspective just a little bit and identify what is really going on, what's really going on about the situation, and what you are projecting onto the situation due to your own insecurities. Check in with self. Check in with yourself. True story. Because sometimes we could blame a person for doing something that really was nothing. So Spirit wants you to check in. So there could be a Taurus here that needs to check in with their childhood emotions and energies and clearing it out. Going back to your childhood self saying, hey, I got to let this go because I'm bringing this into my situation at hand. I want that feeling of being happy. My person is charming, and I know that, right? I know they're charming. And yes, people are going to be attracted to my person, but it doesn't mean that your person wants them. So whatever these insecurities are, they need to be banished. All Taurus wants is to be happy, and your person wants you to be happy. We have change. Now, this is the number 9 all over again. We're getting some repetitive numbers. At the bottom of the deck, we had the number 9. But this number 9 over here, because this number 9 was the 9 of swords. This number 9 is change. Change is new beginnings. So when this money comes in, there's a Taurus that may be thinking about moving, investing in yourself, investing in buying a new home, changing where you live, right? Because this Taurus feels like I can live anywhere and be good. You are adaptable to relocate to anywhere, or you could be thinking simply about going on a trip, or you could be thinking about changing your job situation, but there's a Taurus that's restless. So when this money comes in, you're like, I'm out. I'm already on the internet looking at houses. I know what state I want to be in. Or if you want to stay in the same state, I know what side of town I want to be in. I know what, whatever the case may be, but a change is coming. And with this financial blessing, it's going to help you to do these things. We have the number 33, and this is gloomy thoughts. We're back to these gloomy thoughts again, right? Worry. For no reason. Remember, I told you there's a Taurus that needs to remove their insecurities, their fears, because there's a Taurus that's been going through a bout of depression due to you overthinking a situation. So you may have thought that your person was being flirtation, but oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue twisted. You may thought that your person was flirting with someone, being flirtatious, but was it really that? Was it really that? Was it really that? I'm trying to do this in a proper way, right? Because I'm different. Goodness gracious. Spirit is telling me, keep my mouth shut, but that ego is coming through. Taurus, I understand. I wish. And my husband is sitting right in front of my face, right? I wish he would flirt with somebody in front of my face, right? They always say, don't blame the other person. You got to blame that person. I'm bopping both of them, huh?
I wish you would, too. I heard you talking about the classic, man. I already feel some type of way.
Ooh, you tacky. I promise you, I will bop her. I will bop him. We bopping each other. Boppity bop. Y'all remember that game? Bop it. Bop it. Yes, I will fuck them up. I promise you. You're not doing that in front of my face. Ever. You shouldn't do it behind my back. And bitch, I can see. Let me just tell you. Listen, let's take the high road here. Let's take the high road here. Taurus, let me be the adult. Listen, let me just tell you. You're worried about nothing. You're worried about nothing. You're overthinking a situation that's not there. Your person is not being flirtatious with anyone. They desire you. It's not about how that person sees something. Let me tell y'all, some women, just as well as men, because there are some men No disrespect, my fellas, are bitches. And there are some bitches that are straight up bitches, right? But if a guy says hi to a woman, they be like, "Oh, y'all saw that? He said hi to me. He was looking at me." That hi could have been a simple hi, but people overreact to things. I'm telling you, women are like this, right? Also, my fellas, you got a girl. She's fly. And dude's looking at her, and you may be like, "Yo, was you looking? I saw you looking at him. Because I saw him looking at you, but I also saw you looking back at him." Listen, it worked both ways. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story, right? I said I'm going to stop doing this. I was in Texas with my husband and our daughter. She had moved down there for a job, and we had gone to Texas to help her move, right? And we sitting at the bar. No, yes, we were sitting at the bar. They was drinking. I wasn't, but we were sitting at the bar and at our hotel. It was hot as heck down there. And oh my God, I was like, I had never felt weather like that in my life. And when we went outside, I looked at all the people. I'm like, "Oh, all y'all going to hell?" Because this thing, I don't know what this weather is. These people down here done did some bad things, right? That's how I'm feeling. I'm really feeling like that. When we were sitting at the bar, our daughter, very attractive, tall like a glass of water. Let me tell you, right? Fly, nice body, everything. She's sitting next to daddy. Daddy in the middle. Here I am, right? I wasn't carrying this weight at that time, right? I was not. Then this girl came in, and y'all know I see. So I'm sitting here, and she's all over the place, and I'm just like, and she just thought she was going to get my husband's attention, right? And I'm just sitting there like, and he saw her, but he wasn't paying her any attention. And let me tell you, a person is going to look, a person is going to look, a person. There's another person that'll never look. But this woman, she was just doing anything to catch his eye. And I'm looking like, okay, youngster, when you play pussy, you get fucked. So I'm just sitting there minding my business while they're having their drinks. I'm like, if she come a little close, we got to do the boppity bop. You understand? Yeah, she was very thirsty. I said, we're going to have to do the boppity bop. But I had to let her know I see you. And I had to give her that eye to eye. And she went about her business. She went about her business. Listen, she went about her business. One thing about it, this person, your person, doesn't have eyes for anyone. Even if you feel like your person was being flirtatious, they're not. This is a nice person. This is a nice person. Let me tell you. So these gloomy thoughts, we got to go wash your face. Get that shit off. These gloomy thoughts are for no reason. Let me just tell you. You know how sometimes you got to rewash your face. You may not have gotten all that plank out your eye. Just do it one more time. Because you didn't see what you thought you saw. Right? Let me just say that. We have journey. Here we go. Here's change. Here's a person moving. Here's a person going on vacation. Here's a person taking their money and they're packing up. And here you go again. A journey. You're going on a journey. That's that new beginning, right? So some of you may be buying a new vehicle to pack all your things in. Some of you may hire a moving company, but there's somebody who's definitely moving. There's somebody who definitely wants to go on vacation. I would not go out the country right now. I'm just saying, right? I don't want to be political over here, but I just wouldn't go out the country right now. But there's a person that you will be traveling to your new place where you're going to move to or going on a vacation, but you're going on a journey, right? Listen, I can't make this up. And I didn't even see these cards. I sat here and I moved them around, and I promise you I ain't paid them no attention. Here go that money again. This is a win of money. Taurus, this is your side. This card fell right down on your side. Here go that money again. So you got the 7 of Pentacles over here, and you got this number 11. You have that win of money, right? Toot toot, ha, beep beep. Let me just say, this is somebody that's going to be doing very well. You're winning some money. You may receive a monetary gift, but you're going to allow this money to grow. Listen, your luck is changing. When this money comes in, invest. Invest in yourself. Really think about something that you wanted to do, whether you wanted to start your own business. Please don't let it be another restaurant. I'm just telling y'all, listen, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but it ain't the restaurant. You better try to, if you drink a lot of Pepsi, I'm just saying invest in Pepsi. If you drink a lot of Coke, invest in Coke. I'm just saying. But opening another restaurant, we don't need them. I promise you. Do what the other people doing. Get yourself a food truck that's easier and it's very lucrative. But another restaurant is not needed and they don't last long. They don't last long. True story. Your friends will come for a couple of days or about a month or two, but they don't last long, right? Because good help is hard to find. Those food trucks are popping, I promise you, right? They're really popping. But invest in yourself. That money is coming in. That money is coming in. Taurus, I have to say it again, and you may not like it, but I'm not going to jump to this card yet. This number is the number 24. I just want to show you something. We started off with the number 23. When we come down the line, we got the number 24 all the way down here. So remember when I told you this money, your person is going to be like, hey, half, right? But I ain't even going to get y'all riled up right now. We're going to stick with this win of money, this number 11. And the number 11 is a message from your angels concerning your soul mission or your greater life purpose. So when the angels send you messages containing master number 11, they are sending you inspiration and encouragement to develop your abilities in ways that will help all of humanity. You've done that. You can help all of humanity after you invest in yourself. Angel number 11 symbolizes the principles of spirituality, enlightenment, and your awakening. This is also a reminder, right? This is a reminder from your angels that you have come to this physical world from the realm of spirit. So if the angel number 1 is all about leadership, because you are a leader, as we spoke about. If it's about positivity, if it's about optimism, and you taking the initiative to invest into yourself, master number 11 multiplies these attributes to a higher power. The number 11 represents a transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual level. The only reason why I went over that number 11 is because this is about to hurt some feelings. I told you you were going to court. I told you that somebody, when this money comes in, are going to feel like you should give them half. But it's going to be how they say it to you. The number 24 is theft. When this person says, hey, I'm entitled to half of that, you're going to feel like, yo, you're trying to take my money. You're trying to steal my money. You're trying to take something away from me. Because the way you're going to respond, you're going to be like, yo, that hurt. I was going to give to you anyway. Because when I told you not to tell anybody about this money, but yes, you got to tell your partner. You got to tell this one person, and this one person feels entitled. It's the way that they're going to come towards you about this money because they feel abandoned, like, oh, he thinks he gonna have this all to himself. Yo, you know you're gonna break me off half, right? It's the way that they're going to say it that's going to disappoint you. Although you were going to give them half anyway. True story. Listen, with this money, this new money, this new money, with this money, it's going to be a long road ahead, a long journey. Because money does change people, situations, and things. Money does. It's the number 35. But Spirit wants you to stay in control. When you get this money, when this situation happens, right? You're not going to like it. True story. Nobody is not going to like when someone says, oh, I'm entitled to half, right? You don't have a problem with giving them half, but it's the way they're going to say it, and you're definitely going to feel slighted about it. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But it's going to be a long road for you to recover from how this person is going to say to you that they're entitled to half of the money. Once again, you were going to give it to them anyway. Do you hear how I keep being repetitive? I keep telling you that you were going to give it to them anyway. Taurus, I'm telling you to keep that smoke up your nose. Don't even let that steam come out. Because listen, it's going to piss you off. There's no reason to argue because I'm letting you know in advance. This is how they're going to react, but you can react differently. Surprise yourself and be like, listen, I was going to give to you anyway. Do not pop off. Do not pop off. Don't. It's not necessary. The angel number 35. Let me just say this. So you are entering into a period of significant and positive changes. Let me just say that. Anytime money comes in and it's more than what we've ever had, that's a significant change for someone. So your angels are guiding you and protecting you through this transition so that you waste not, so that you'll want not. True story. Waste not so that you won't want not. Now, if somebody's here about a twin flame, right? Because a lot of people feel like they're with their twin flames. But I have to be the person that breaks the bad news. It may feel like it, but we're not all with our twin flames. But if you are the number 35, when it comes to a twin flame, this is the path of awakening for those on a twin flame journey. So when you see this number 35, it is a sign that you are on the path of a spiritual awakening just as well as growth. 35 confirms that you and your twin are aligning with the universe. So if you just know you're with your twin flame, the two of you are aligning with the universe in a wonderful way. And when it comes to our angels, it's all about divine guidance. I promise you, nothing else. It's about divine guidance, you trusting yourself. Once you begin to trust yourself, you are unbreakable. Nobody can stop you. But this is all about divine guidance. This is all about divine support as you navigate the sometimes difficult cycles of your life. That's why I told you not to pop off, because when this money comes in, people think that, oh, I want $1 million. Life is going to get easy. No, it's going to be hard. If a person sees you buy a new car, how did you get that new car? And then you're relocating. How did you get that new house? Oh, how did y'all afford this house? Then that's when the hands start coming out. Can I get 100? Can I get 200? My engine just went in my car. Let me just tell you, so it's difficult when you navigate money because people feel like they're entitled to what's in your pocket. It confirms that, listen, you and your twin flame are going to have the reassurance that you're protected on this journey, but your person needs to know you were going to give them half anyway. Let's focus on your inner growth. So the number 35 emphasizes focusing on spiritual growth and alignment within yourself rather than solely on the union between you and your person. So your twin flame union comes after deep inner work. Yes, you and your person are getting into alignment with each other, but you have to get into alignment with yourself. You have to do the inner work. That's why this child is here. So if this is about your career, your finances, communicate your ideas clearly and confidently at work, to your job, to your boss. Embrace a growth mindset. Embrace it. Don't be afraid to speak about your ideas, but write your ideas down, because sometimes when you bring ideas to a company, a person can pretend that it was their ideas. Just keep everything recorded and reframe your mind from the setbacks. Look at every setback as an opportunity for learning within the job dynamic, the scope of your work. So I'm just telling you to be encouraged to take a new approach within your career, your work, to pursue a passion project. This is guidance towards your purpose. The angels are guiding you towards a career path that aligns with your true passions and creative potential. So trust that the universe is supporting you in your professional growth and transformation. True story. So really, really, really get into alignment with yourself. Love on yourself. Nurture yourself. Your person truly loves you. Yes, they're a boss. They're a boss. They're a boss. They're a boss. But you are a boss too. And sometimes you just got to remind a person, like, listen, you were you before I came here. I was me before I came here. You're a boss, but I'm a boss as well. True story. At the bottom of the deck, here's to you, Taurus. This is a gift. This is the number 17. This is a gift. This is at the bottom of the deck. Charity. That gift is charity from your angels. Here you go. I'm gifting this money to you. Listen, your spiritual team is paying attention to you, and you're receiving this recognition. Listen, you're receiving this support. You're going to have all the resources you need for whatever it is that you desire. But Spirit is just asking that you invest back into yourself. This is a beautiful opportunity to receive this abundance. Listen, your spiritual team approves of you. The number 17 is approval. That's at the bottom of the deck. Now remember, this card. Remember this card. This just in. This was the very first card that came out before we closed the reading. Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say. Finances are going to be beautiful. Spirit is just telling you to invest back in yourself. Be patient with yourself as you make and navigate these changes in your life with this financial prosperity. Be patient, be patient. Don't rush to do things. Think about everything that you do. In other news, at the bottom of the deck, you will soon be blessed with financial abundance, as we saw many times within this reading. Spirit is also honored to give to us the things that we work for, pray for, and have faith in receiving. Get ready for your financial blessing. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. Taurus, I send to you guys nothing but love and light. I use 3 different decks in this reading. Everybody watch me cut, shuffle, reshuffle, cut. 3 different decks and y'all got the same thing. 3 different decks and you got the same reading in each deck. You got the same reading. Listen, when y'all get this money, I'm just saying, my information over there. My information is over there. You think I'm playing? I'm really not. I'm just saying. It's over there. But thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, but this was a beautiful reading. Now, when I go offline with you, I'm going to cleanse my space. I got, the this jealous spirit attached a little bit. So I just want to see if I pull a deck of cards, is my money going to be looking like y'all's? I'm just saying. I'm not lying. I really am. I'm like, wait a minute, 3 different decks? And I'm sitting here thinking as I'm talking to you to end this reading, do I use one of the decks I used on you? Do I go for a whole nother deck? But sure, I'm like, wait a minute, Taurus. Let me check. Let me check. Let me find out. Y'all got 3 decks, right? 3 decks. And that's a big one for me. 3 decks, and they're all decks at the same thing. But congratulations. True story, congratulations. Hold on to this. Be creative within your thoughts. Always know that thoughts do become things. It's the power of the subconscious mind. The first person, right? The very time a person dives into their spirituality, the one thing that they want so bad is to have their third eye open. You never need to discuss that. Always understand that you see already. When you close your eyes, when you go to sleep, when you go into other realms, because as you dream, you're actually awake, but you're in other realms. True story. Some people have mastered the art of control to control their dream state. True story. One thing that I'm going to tell you, when you close your eyes to meditate, when you close your eyes, you look. And your third eye is open when you are able to create, to be able to see the things that you desire to have. And if you close your eyes and you tell me that it's blank, you're not creative enough. You're not powerful enough to trust in your imagination. Because that child that we had here, children are innocent. And children always want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a nurse. I want to do this. And guess what happens? Somebody comes and knocks that spark away from them. Or somebody tells them that they can't. And I'm here to tell each person that's watching that you can use your power of thought to create the world that you desire. And all you have to do is be able to see it in your mind's eye. And when you can open that vision board up, because that vision board is here. A lot of people think that, oh, I got to go get a poster board. I got to go to the nearest hobby store and start cutting a bunch of pictures out and posting this Lamborghini over here, this mansion over here. It ain't even about none of that. It ain't about none of that. And then you sit there and now you're 90-something years old. I never got my Lamborghini. I didn't get my mansion. But I did get that double whopper over there. I'm just saying, this is the way. This is the way, the truth, and the light. I'm just saying for my religious people, but this is the way. Close your eyes. And if you can see it, you can create it. You could bring it into your reality. True story. It's that simple. It is. You got to trust yourself. And this reading was about trusting yourself, being able to see within your mind's eye. Let me give y'all an update real quick before I get offline. My hair, y'all see all of that coming back in? Look at that. I was going to give it another cut because I still have parts in it from my dreads. And it's too cold. I just can't do it. Listen, when I put that hat on and go outside, that air comes through differently. I feel like the air about to knock me out. It's too cold out there. So I'm just going to have to just go from here. My husband has cut it twice already, but I just can't do it. I was about to do it one more time. Thank you so much, Dawn. Cassie, I called you, Dawn. Listen, all I saw was the pink within there. And y'all see I don't have my glasses on. I be trying to fake like I don't need them glasses. But I do. I do need these things. But I promise you, if you can see it within the mind's eye, you can bring it to your reality. Sit there with your mind on nothing. Hear nothing. Nothing around you is not there. Even if you got a house full of kids and you hear a bunch of yelling and screaming, do you know you can push that away from you? Hear nothing. When I was growing up, my oldest sister, when my mom used to yell at us, and I'd be sitting there, right? And then my middle sister used to look at me and be like, you punk, you bitch, right? And I used to be like, fuck that, right? So I used to think if I cry, my mom would stop yelling at us. But me, I was the youngest. She'd be like, go take a nap. And I'd be like, wait a minute. So now I'm taking a nap because I'm the one crying. And I hear the kids playing outside. And I'm looking out the windows to my sisters. I'm like, why they ain't got to take a nap? And then my older sister, she said, because you be crying. And mommy don't want you going outside letting the neighbors see you cry. I'm like, what? So we get in trouble again. And I promise you, my older sister never got in trouble, but we ain't snitch on each other. And my mom yelling at us again for something. And guess what? This time I'm like, I ain't crying. Fuck that. I ain't crying because I don't want to take a nap. And I'm sitting there like, and so then my sister looking at me, the middle one, because I promise you we used to sit on the couch in order, oldest to the youngest. And my middle one looking at me. And she's like, bitch, why you ain't crying? I'm like, fuck that. I'm going outside. I'm going outside. And she's like, pinch. And she pinched me on my leg. And I'm like, and I'm stuck in the house again. And I'm like, yo, you can't let people take your joy from you. I promise you that. Don't. You can't let anybody take anything away from you. You listen, you're a boss, Taurus. You're absolutely a boss. And you got to stand in that masculine energy, I promise you. Because whomever you're with, they a boss too. And you have to stand up. You do. You have to stand up and be a boss. You got this money coming in. Thank you for the roses, Cassie. Thank you. But listen, let me tell you, you're a boss too. I try to assert myself as a boss when I was young with my middle sister. She wasn't having it. But when I became a teenager, I was like, wait a minute. We can't keep doing all of this. I got to do something different. True story. You got so much coming in. I'm excited. I'm so excited that I have to do a reading on myself. True story. I'm not getting up from this deck till I cleanse my space and I shuffle some cards and pull my own deck. True story. I am. I want to see the same thing. Y'all hear me? I want to see the same thing. I got ring the bell for myself. I feel like calling my daughter down and be like, yo, come do me a reading. And she be like, Mom.
She got school tomorrow.
I know. My husband said, nah, she got school tomorrow. He right. He right. I'm going to do it, but I'm still going to get her to do it tomorrow too. I am. But thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you nothing but love and light. Thank you. And I have not started my diet yet. Listen, I still, that frappe, it's that caramel frappe. It be calling me and I be going to get it. It be calling me. I be going to get it. But I'm setting myself 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm not a full 2 weeks. I'm not a full 2 weeks. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. But listen, I'm trying to get my mind right. I don't want to be saying nothing in front of my husband because he the type of person will hold you to it. So if I do something funny, he going to be like, yo, I thought you was on the diet. Yeah, like I thought you was on diet. Oh, I ain't going to be saying nothing. That's you. That's you. If you want to look like that. And I'll be like, so I'm going to keep it to myself when I start. But yesterday I did get me some chicken wings. I did. Yes, I did. And some french fries. I'm trying, y'all. But one day at a time. Don't pray for me. Don't pray for me. Don't pray for me. But one day at a time. But I'll be back tomorrow. We knocked out the Taurus reading. I will let you know what sign I'm doing earlier than I did tonight. And I'll post it up in advance. But I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for your time. The most important thing is time. Listen, Eden is your peace. Eden, let me tell you, my sister passed away, right? And my mom. I did not have sugar in forever, but I didn't drink sodas or anything. And when my mother was in the hospital, she said, go get me, this orange soda. I'm not going to get the name of it. And I was like, Ma, they said you can't have that. She was like, they're not my boss. So I was like, you really want me to go get that? She said, yes, go get it. So I'm standing at the vending machine and I got two. So my daughter was like, I didn't want one. I said, I didn't buy you this. I bought this for myself. I'm going to drink one too. I went back to the room. My mom was like, you bought me two sodas? I was like, no, Mom, I'm going to drink one. She was like, you don't even drink sodas. And that's when I started drinking soda, when my mom was in the hospital. My sister loves Rocky Road ice cream. I can't stand it. I hate Rocky Road. I know some people love it. When I am in that mood, because not all the time when I call her does she show up. Sometimes she be busy. But if she don't show up, I go buy some Rocky Road. Can't stand it. In the bowl, melting like soup, but I'm trying to stomach it. I'm trying to eat this Rocky Road. And my husband be like, why do you buy that shit? Waste the money. You don't even eat it. I be like, yes, I do. I be eating it. I be trying, So my weight, it come from eating shit that don't pertain to me. I promise you that. It doesn't pertain to me. This orange soda, my mother liked it. My sister, this damn Rocky Road, I can't stand it. Never liked it since I was a kid. My sister got me started on these GM frappes. I do like them though. They caramel. They caramel frappes. I love them bitches. They good. But Taurus, I'm about to sit here and do a reading for myself. But I send to you guys nothing but love and light. I promise you, nothing but love and light. But it's February. Give me by April, I'm be in my jeans. I'm going to be in my jeans. And he always be trying to make me take my stuff to Goodwill. I be like, F that. And he be like, why you need all this? One day I'm going to show y'all my closet. And then I will let you pray for me. I'm going to show you my closet one day. And then you're going to be like, something wrong. Something wrong. But I'm going to let you pray for me when I let you see my closet. When people come over, they be like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then my sister, my sister, she was like, yo, T, I got rid of some shit. I'm like, word. Then my daughter one day, she all special and shit. She comes downstairs with all these clothes. I'm like, what you doing? She was like, well, I haven't worn some of this stuff in a while and I'm going to change my wardrobe. I'm like, what you doing? I bought that stuff. She was like, Mom. I'm like, yo, that's throwing away my money. I'm like, something you can't fit? She like, nah, I can fit it. I'm like, but you throwing it out? And she like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. My husband, I promise you, he had jeans with tags and stuff and leather coats, and he gave it all away. He was like, I don't want that stuff no more. I'm like, word. So everybody around me like doing the right thing. And I promise you, when my mother passed away, she knew when she was going to pass away. The day I opened her closets, they were empty. And I was like looking for her something to wear for the funeral. And now I'm talking junk. I'm like, I know all the stuff I bought her. She better not have gave my stuff away. I'm walking around the house and I'm talking all of this shit. I opened up her wardrobe. Everything I bought her was in that wardrobe. So I was like, all right. But there was nothing in that wardrobe that I was going to put on her for the funeral. And for her funeral, I bought her 3 outfits. And I couldn't decide which one to put on her. Let me tell you. I bought her 2 pantsuits, bought her 1 skirt suit. I only put 1 outfit on her, right? The other 2 still in my closet. Still in my closet. Everybody like, why you ain't take that shit back to the store? I'm like, forget that. I ain't taking it back. But I promise you, my closet is like that. I gotta do better. But just because they gave all their stuff away, I am not them. That's them. They are at peace with themselves, you know? And then let me tell you, when we go up top, when we go to up north, my husband be like, yeah, I shouldn't have got rid of my goose. I shouldn't have got wet, you know, his coats and stuff, right? And I be like, see, I'm keeping my stuff. You know, I'm keeping my stuff. But listen, I'm gonna do better. And I got so many pair of shoes. I said I was gonna take them out to the homeless, right? I am gonna do that. It was this one lady that I went to go look for. When I'm not looking for her, I see her. When I'm looking for her, I don't see her. So I said I'm gonna start keeping a bag in my truck for her, and she about the size that I am right here. You know, so I want to give her some things. You know, I want to give her some things. I do. But let me get off. I'm gonna give myself a reading. I have to. That one was intense for me, even reading it for you guys. But I want to see if, you know, I'll call on my team and see what they got for me, you know. I want some of that. But I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you nothing but love and light. Nothing but love and light. And my husband, he on his weight loss journey too. But men lose weight faster than women. And he ain't even a big guy. And he was like, you just want me big so nobody won't look at me. I'm like, bitch, they always be looking at you. And he got gray hair, so people think he's older than what he is. And all these old ladies, I be watching them, they be like, I'm like, bitch, he not even your age. Y'all his mother age. You know what I'm saying? But he got that Snow White hair, so, you know. And I got some too, but I don't know if I might dye mine. And he was like, that's not fair. Women always dye theirs. But when he shaved all my stuff off, but with the dreads, I didn't know I had that many whites. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to match like that. I don't know. Listen, I'm trying. I got a lot going on. So I may dye it. I might, when I get some more peach fuzz up here, I don't know. I may let the gray come on through. I don't know. But we'll see. But I will be back tomorrow, and I will post up what reading I'm doing earlier. But good night. Thank you all. Thank you.